How are those beans for Thomas going?
They are not ready yet, Grandma.
Well, just keep watering them. They'll come in time. It will be good to have the garden in full bloom again. Don't forget to eat. Your father used to eat like a horse whenever he had to do farm chores. In fact, I made him a big batch of stew when he came to visit.
Was it weird seeing Dad after all this time?
Ah, he's still my boy. Always will be, even if he's in a temper. He's stubborn, just like his pa. I'm glad he came. And I could tell he was too. And now you're here. What could be better?
So, the other day, I asked Kim if I could buy a couple of pints of pig's blood.
For what? Do I even want to know?
To make my Seton family blood pudding recipe, of course. But they got all grossed out. What kind of butcher gets grossed out on blood?
Maybe it's not so much the blood as the cooking it into a pudding. On purpose.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Anyway, they didn't have any to sell me since there's no ranch here anymore.
Oh, I know just how I'll use this. It's perfect.
So, when did you and Grandma start trying to outbake each other?
We'd appreciated each other's skills ever since I moved here. That was, 17 years ago. But when Giacomo was diagnosed, Hazel formally challenged me to a bake-off. She said it'd take my mind off things. And she was right.
I can't believe you're married now. In my head, you're still 16.
Believe me, I wonder every day about where the time's gone. Oh, if you have questions about the buildings on your farm, don't hesitate to ask Parker. He's the sweetest guy. I couldn't have asked for better.
Your dad was the one who ran the bar, right? What did your mom do when your parents still lived here?
She set up a pharmacy where Amira's clinic is now. Some folks didn't take her seriously at first, seeing that she wasn't from Fairhaven or a doctor. But you only disrespect Kaya and Timbu Haas once before you learn never ever to do it again.
If I were you, I wouldn't linger around Shelby's campsite.
Why? He doesn't seem dangerous.
He isn't. But who would choose to live in those woods?
Ouch!
Ooh, is everything okay, Natalia?
Ugh, I just smashed my thumb with my hammer. I don't know why I ever thought I could do this. I was an insurance claims adjuster. Sat behind a desk my whole life.
Oh, tell me the truth. Would you deny your own claim right now, based on the thumb owner's negligence?
Oh, don't make me laugh. I'll drop my hammer again. And yes, I suppose I would have to deny this claim. Oh, thanks for letting me vent some steam. Speaking of which, I better get back to my forge. Look, I know coming to Fairhaven was the right choice for me. Maybe someday I'll tell you that story. It's hard for me to even believe it sometimes. Angus makes the best bread, even if he gives me a hard time for always leaving the first slice in front of the door of my house.
And why do you do that?
Oh, it's just an old superstition my dad taught me. It's supposed to appease the house elves. Of course, I don't believe in any of that. Not really. Messenger Cameron says that the first step in climbing the mountain of consciousness is leaving behind old beliefs that no longer serve you.
Don't pack the soil too tight now. You'll choke the seedlings.
Oh, hello, Thomas. I didn't hear you.
That's because I don't wear big clumpy boots like you city folk. Anyway, not a bad effort for your first plot.
Wow, you give compliments?
Don't make me regret bringing these for you.
Thank you. But what's the occasion?
Hazel's a good woman. Strong. But you don't need me to tell you she's struggling. So when I saw you out helping with the garden beds, well, she's not the only one who appreciates it.
I'll do my best with these seeds. I could.
Watch out for the twins. You're new, and the last person who was new was Cameron. And let's just say there's a reason the Consciousness Center doesn't have the stained glass windows left over from the old church anymore, and that reason may have involved homemade slingshots.
I took care of my Obasan when she got sick, too. I'm really grateful I was able to have that time with her. But make sure you take care of yourself, okay? It's easy to forget to eat when you're in caregiver mode.
Can I ask you a question, Cameron? What happened to the church that used to be located where the Consciousness Center stands?
You know, I never really asked. I get the sense that when the mine closed, a lot of workers moved off the island. Without much of a congregation, there was no one to pay tithes for its maintenance. But past misfortunes can lead to new beginnings. That's what I believe.
Lena's always stressed out when the kids get out for summer break, but I like it when they hang around my shop, and Finn keeps his hands off the power tools when I tell him to. Most of the time.
My abuela accidentally taped over the video of my 5th grade talent show with one of her novelas once.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That must have been upsetting.
Not at all. Not to shade my 10-year-old self, but that performance did not need to be saved for posterity.
Just so you know, if you ever get run down, Go see Amira. She fixes me up every time I have a bad wipeout.
Should I go to bed? I don't have any bait. Maybe I should visit Bruno's shop? Aw, who's a good kitty?
Hazel was so excited you were coming, it's all she could talk about. Why have I never seen you before now?
Oh, my dad and grandma had a falling out. It's kind of a long story.
Hey, say no more. I know what it's like to be estranged from family. Well, I'm glad that they patched things up.
Oh, brah. And how are you finding our fair town? I hope it's going easier for you than it did for me when I moved here.
Why? What happened when you moved here?
I was paddling back out after catching a bomb and riding it inshore. This noob dropped in on me and bam! Smashed right into my shoulder.
Ooh, well, at least it sounds like you had an epic surf day before the accident.
That I did. It was firing that day. I never doubted that I would get back on the waves. I just had to wait for Dr. Syed to give me the all clear. Then I started working for Sheila, who used to run this stand. When she pieced out to retire in Milkwater, I took over. Glad you're here. Stop by anytime.
Oh, would you look at that beauty? What would you like for your prize?
I would like a shower.
Nah, smelling like cut bait is part of the life. You'll get used to it. Speaking of bait, here's some more. I've given you 3 different kinds of bait. Give them all a try. They'll catch different fish in different water. Happy angling! My Helena was the teacher at the school before Vanessa moved here. There were a lot more kids back then, too, when the mine was open. But of course, Otto didn't want to be friends with the miners' children. Oh no, he was always trying to impress the owner's kids.
Hey, how's farm life treating you, City Mouse?
It's, wearing me out, to be honest.
Then don't forget to stop in at my place. I've been working on spring cocktail flavors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, quick! Haha! Gotcha! Oh, woohoo! Oh, quick! Ah! Oh, got one!
Oh, I'm so glad Hazel has company again. At her age, well, I worried about her living alone.
So Bruno's giving you a fishing rod too, huh? He tried to get Juliet into fishing, but she didn't take the bait. Oh, poor guy. I think he's just lonely.
You should feel free to come by the Consciousness Center anytime. I wasn't sure what to make of it when Messenger Connor first moved here, but it's chill. It's just about trying to be a better person.
So, how long ago did you move here, Kim?
Just over a year ago. I like it so far. People here are more chill than I expected for a small island town. Some folks still get my pronouns wrong, but at least no one here calls me by the wrong name. I know, I'm setting a really high bar there, but, well, yeah.
Nowruz Piruz, Tara. It's the Persian New Year today.
Oh, happy Nowruz. Are you doing anything to celebrate?
Ugh, something absolutely thrilling. I'm cleaning out my closet. It's tradition to clean everything before Nowruz, but I ran out of time, so day of cleaning will have to do.
Sebastian said you helped his sister out. That was cool of you. She pretty much takes care of him by herself.
This morning, Violet saw my shirt, told me it looked bad, and made me put on another one. And actually, she was right. This one does look better. She's really good at that stuff. I wish she could sell clothes instead of flowers, but she said shirts don't grow on bushes and flowers do.
Who's a good kitty? I could make or...
We must reveal ourselves to the rest of the town someday. It's the only way we can really be one community.
Oh, look at those beautiful squid. Good work, novice.
So, when you finish your lunch, can we get back to incantations?
No, these aren't for lunch. You need to make some nice black ink, and squid ink is the best.
You could have said so.
I just did. Now, you'll need a desk. Set it up in your sanctum. That's your basement. You wouldn't want anyone to happen on your half-written incantations. Once you've got your ink, there's a couple more things you'll need. Come back here, and I'll give them to you. Build a desk in your basement. You can make up your ink, but you won't be ready to start making incantations there yet. Come back to me once you're done.
Hi, Farseer. Seen anything interesting lately?
I see a witch who ought to be tending to her cauldron.
Okay. Nice chat.
Try to not blow off any arms or legs while trying out new spells. It's harder to stay in secret society that way.
Hi, Priestess. I've always wanted to know. Does it help when spells rhyme?
For some, it does. It helps to think of creating incantations like writing poetry or composing music. You build on different aspects as you conjure. Sometimes that can be as simple as a rhyme to help you remember.
Don't go near the standing stones. Our coven has kind of a bad history with them.
We cannot let the townspeople know our true identities. Witches have died this way.
Is it time for bed? Thomas's beans are ready, Grandma.
Well, go on and take them over. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. It will be good to have the garden in full bloom again. I went by that newfangled church, the Consciousness Center, or whatever you call it, shortly after Cameron moved here. He's a nice sort of fellow, and I think he means well. But he's not terribly bright, unfortunately.
Grandma?
I know the poor man can't help it. I just hope he doesn't cause too much trouble around here.
Hi, Thomas. I've got some green beans for you. Grandma said you needed them to make an order.
Oh, she did. Huh. Well, thank you. That will be a help. Stay there a moment. I got something for you.
Hello? Who are you?
What's it? You can see me?
Well, yeah, you're standing right there.
Oh, it's just most humans don't take much notice of me. My family and Thomas's family got a long history. I like to help out where I can.
I do too, I guess.
You must be a good witch then.
Wait, how did you know I was... Where did she go?
Where did who go?
The cat. You know, the stray?
Right. Well, here's something for helping me out. It's not much, but it's what I have.
Thanks, Thomas. I'm all out of strength. I could make or buy some food, or try again tomorrow. Grandma, the garden beds are ready.
Oh, I can't thank you enough for helping me like this. I found some seeds in the bottom of a drawer you might like to plant. Otherwise, there's more variety down at Lena's store.
Sometimes Francis invites me to join him for a romantic beach stroll when he goes searching for pearls, but just look at me. I don't tan, I burn. Painfully.
Parker and Lena are wonderful citizens, so industrious. It's a shame their children don't take after them.
They're just kids. There's still plenty of time.
Maybe. But the number of places in Town Hall where those two have hidden whoopee cushions is obscene.
Did the bees make any honey yet?
No, but they're working on it. I think. It's hard to tell.
Make sure you give them lots of flowers. A good variety helps too.
Oh, such a good cat.
I don't tell my folks back home that I joined the League of the Conscious Mind. My mama worked all week, but she still dragged me and my brother to church every Sunday. She would not be pleased.
I gather that my grandma doesn't think much of the Consciousness Center either.
Yeah, well, that's Hazel. I get it. If I were her age, I wouldn't want to hear life lessons from some young newcomer either.
I could make...
Mom's always going on about curfew. Oh, but please, I couldn't get in trouble on this island if I tried.
Last night, it took me an hour to find Juliet, and I found her just sitting by the lake, drawing. She didn't realize it was 10 p.m. already. That girl. She was born with a caul over her face. Did you know that? Worrying me from the moment she came into this world.
I think I've walked you through the tricky bits. This here will explain the extra bits you need. Once you have them, go and write it at your newly made desk. Technically, this isn't an incantation. This is just a piece of paper with some mumbo-jumbo on it.
Well, then what's the difference?
When you go home and write this on your freshly pressed paper, hold the offering in your other hand. That's your thistle. You must concentrate on every word as you write it. You'll know it's working if, as you finish, the offering has vanished and you feel some of your magic is drained away. Then, the page you've created will be an incantation. You should take it to the High Priestess when it's ready.
What does this incantation do?
That's not for me to discuss. You should have everything you need to create the incantation at your desk in your sanctum. Just make sure you got enough magic. Ooh-wee! Good job! You've made your first incantation. Usually you can just cast your incantations any time you please. But for this one, you'll need the whole coven. Now take this over to the High Priestess. She'll tell you what to do.
Can you really see the future?
Yup. For example, you're about to ask another full question.
Never mind.
Have you the incantation for the initiation right?
Yes, it's ready.
Good. Initiate Terra, give the incantation to Elder Hazel. She must be the one to cast it.
Here's the initiation incantation, Grandma.
Honeybee, before we get started, I have a gift for you. This has been in our family for generations, and it is our custom to pass it on at the time of initiation. Go ahead, try them on. Oh, like all before you, they fit you beautifully.
Oh, I feel taller.
Yeah. That was done during my Aunt Vivian's time. She was a bit on the short side and wanted to appear more regal. So she spelled the robes. Then the other witches got jealous, and we might be magical, but we're still human.
Elder Hazel, Initiate Terra, take your places for the rite. Initiate, you seek new knowledge, but with it comes a sacred duty. Who brings forth this initiate to join our coven?
I do.
As the great wheel turns, so must we take our part, here where our ancestors stood before us, and where others will follow.
Enter our circle, for this is the hour. A fair haven witch comes into her power.
I feel weird, but in a good way.
You are ready. Return tomorrow and we will continue your training.
I know which ones who transformed into a hawk she saw gliding majestically above her. The bird knew how to fly, but she didn't. It was a mess.
The forest is full of useful ingredients for potions. Do not neglect its bounty.
The Acolyte was the last witch initiated into our order. She can help guide you.
Joining a new coven is thrilling. I felt that way myself when I was initiated. Just make sure you're not running yourself ragged. There's more to life than magic. I'm not the newest witch in the coven anymore. Now you have to run errands for everyone.
Oh, that doesn't stop?
Nope, it's in the fine print. Sorry.
You've got a lot going on, but if you ever want some moral support, come by the Consciousness Center. Everyone there is really nice.
What a long day.